Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. Today I'll talk about a verse from Ashtavakra Gita where Ashtavakra tells or rather accuses Raja Janaka. When you know that the self is complete, sublime, and most beautiful, and it is in the substrata of the universe, and when you can identify yourself with this self, then what is the cause or what is the excuse for you to become sensuous and enjoy sensuous pleasures? This is one question that Ashtavakra has posed Janaka. He says, when you know that you are self, then why think about sensuous things? Now, sensuous, that is that connected with the senses. Which body or which part controls the senses? It is the etheric body layer that controls the senses. How many senses are there? There are 5 in number. What are they? First, sight. Second, hearing. Third, smell. Fourth, tongue. And fifth, touch. Now, Ashtavakra demands an explanation for Raja Janaka's interest in sensuous objects. Before we discuss about this, let me tell you, there are as many categories as there are living entities in this world. There are trees, beasts of all kinds, reptiles, fish, water animals, water bodies, men, women, children, human beings, and so on and so forth. There are several categories. Now, when it comes to senses of eating, that is taste, every one of them has a different taste. Like mammals eat grass, bees eat only meat, snakes eat other snakes, the cat eats rats, rats eat insects, human beings eat cooked food, grains, cereals, pulses, etc. So, there are as many varieties as that it could be possible for a human being to comprehend. Not one living entity is like the other. In fact, fertilizers that are used to grow trees are material or manure, etc., which will not be touched by humans, but they are nutrition for trees which provide fruits and vegetables to human beings to consume. So, when there are so many varieties of living entities with different tastes and preferences in sensuous matters of eating, then what to say of a man who identifies with the self and one who is sensuous? If a person identifies with the self, it is not necessary that that man should not think or give respect to or abide by his or her mind-body complex, if not consciously, at least subconsciously or unconsciously. It is very difficult for a living entity to forget the fact that he is the soul, but the soul has been enveloped by the mind-body complex, of which one of the layers represents the senses. Similarly, lust. My love for a particular person may not be that of yours. It happens to every living entity. I may find a person lovable, you may not. I may lust for one person, you may not. There are so many categories and so many people who lust after each other. It is quite possible, in fact, for one person to wonder what another person saw in another person who lust after the third person. So there are so many varieties even in that. Dogs, cats, animals, mammals, human beings, trees, every living entity has his or her preference. We cannot question each other's taste or preference. Similarly, the case of smell. Dogs and other animals have an extraordinarily refined way of smelling something. They know what is where, and at the same time, their smell attracts them to something which may either be repulsive to humans or we people may not even think about it, we will ignore it. Similarly, sweet smell for humans may not be that sweet for animals. Even in living entities, the smell for a particular thing attracts different people differently. Then touch, it is lust. Touch of a person can be platonic or conjugal. When a mother touches a child, it is platonic, it is affection, it is motherly love. But if the same woman touches a full-grown man and there is some attraction between the two, then the same love becomes conjugal lust. These are so many varieties in sensuous pleasure. When even among living entities entrapped in mind-body complexes, there can be so many categories, then what to talk of a person who is self and the other person who is sensuous. So, Ashtavakra should not ask Janaka about this, but he does that because he wants to indirectly tell him that it is not necessary for you to be sensuous. It is not wanted or it is not called for. If you think that you are the self, if you abide by the self and you are self-contained, then there is no question of your enjoying sensuous pleasures because senses pertain to the mind-body complex. As soon as you come out, then this mind-body dries up and withers away. For you, it does not exist. You are a renunciant who has to think about the self, God, Brahman, etc. That is the gist of this particular verse. Kindly let me know what you think of my talk on this verse. If you sincerely feel that I am talking sense, then kindly subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I can keep reminding you of my past and future videos. Please interact with me and share your opinions, ideas, and thoughts with me so that we can brainstorm together and be of help to each other. Kindly pardon me for my mistake, error, blunder, etc. in my appearance, spelling, grammar, diction, etc. Because when I'm talking to you on serious spiritual and material matters, I tend to ignore these frivolous things. Till we meet in my next video, it is good day from TSV Raghavan.